Welcome back, my watchers. Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with another Sonic Prime figure review. This one is Thorn Rose. That's the version of Amy Rose from the Boscage maze. She has 13 points of articulation. Thorn is a version of Amy who's all protect the environment and 0 let's be friends. Also, look, her hammer. Oh, she's the only one that comes with a proper accessory. That's something to note. But the hammer in the promo has like a neon green handle, like almost like it looks like a vine, while the one that she actually comes with has a brown handle, looking much more properly stick-like. For once, I think I actually prefer the way the actual toy looks to the prototype. Now, this is where I'm going to bring up how there was a kind of a botched opportunity to have alternate characters in different Shatterverses, because doesn't this just look like she would be best friends with Styx? Like, this is totally Styx the Badger's look from Sonic Boom. So, like, it would have been cool if each Shatterverse could have introduced a different continuity character. Like, we could have had Styx in the Boscage maze, Blaze the Cat could have been in the Nowhere Sea, and Silver could have been in New York. Like, you know, just have a fitting character appear in each of the universes. Like, then again, I guess, like, we already had to get used to the main cast of 6, in addition to 4 alternate versions of each character. So, like, I guess they felt like the character roster was already bloated, but I don't know. Can we add just one more for each Shatterverse? I don't know. Like, maybe I just want to see Styx appear in another cartoon because Styx was my favorite part of Sonic Boom. But, you know, that it is what it is. So here we have Thorn Rose. I'm actually surprised they didn't go with Rusty Rose, but I guess the logic is that they didn't want the first wave to be entirely New York themed. They wanted to have representation from at least one other Shatterverse. So we got 3 New Yorkers in the first wave and 1 Boscage. The second wave is going to have Rusty Rose in it, and I believe Knuckles the Dread is going to be there. I forget what the other 2 characters are going to be in the next wave, but yeah, like we are going to be getting some of the more popular Shatter versions. Although I really want to get a Rebel the Bat sooner than later because I really like Rebel. So yeah, like she's just the same as all the others. She has all the sculpted in highlights. She even has extra paintwork for her battle paint. And it's really interesting what Amy's doing with her hair here. Like, she's pulled all of her hedgehog spines? I know it's spines. All of her hedgehog spines up into like a top knot, and some of them are swept over the side. She even has braids. Like the only part that actually is reminiscent of her original hairstyle is her bangs and these sticks that she's tied to the sides of her head that look like the spines from Proper Universe Amy. And look at that snarling grimace. This is she angy. I love her outfit. It's made out of bark and leaves and all that stuff. She has like the spikes and the punch gloves. The armor on her legs, the boots with more spikes on it. Yeah, like, this is an amazing looking figure. I love Thorn Rose's look. She has a very amazing look. It's kind of why I wish that we had a Styx, because it's basically like Styx turned up to 11 and represented a much better figure than Tomy ever gave her. She has all the same articulation that the Sonic figure does. She can actually look more up than any other figure can, which probably due to the shape of her head being significantly rounder, so there's nothing to get in the way. She still has the universal jointed shoulders, which are not too badly impeded by her shirt armor. Little bit, but not too badly. She still has 90-degree elbows. Wait. Yeah. Oh, I remember getting into an argument with someone on 4chan about this. They said that the design of these limbs would make the elbow bend shallower, but no, look, they totally get a full 90-degree rotation. If you think they don't, then just rotate the part of the arm you're looking at. Like, see, if it was rotated like this, then you have a hard time getting the arm to bend. But if you rotate it like this, then you get a deeper bend. So yeah, like the prototype pictures that we saw on 4chan just had the arms rotated the wrong way. So yeah, you totally still get 90 degrees. Her hips, are they ball jointed or the universal? I believe her hips are universal jointed like the Sonic figures, but her skirt does prevent a lot of movement here. They get more outward than they do forward and back. In fact, they get almost no forward and back, but she still has a 90-degree bend, and because of the size of her foot and the fact that the front of her shoe is flat, you can still get something approximating a good running pose from her. Like, there we go. Yeah, you can still pull it off. It helps that she also has the universal joints on her ankles, so you know, like you can still manage to get her feet in whatever position you need her to. And she can totally hold her hammer, although the hammer does make her a little bit heavy. You gotta make sure whatever pose you're putting her in, you have her hammer balanced. Like you can, just figure something out. You can push it all the way down, and then her hammer does. Woof. Yeah. It's easiest to hold her hammer up by the head like this, because then it's balanced. The farther out you bring her hammer, the more it's going to throw her off balance, but you can still get some decent poses with the hammer in place. So yeah, like she's the only character that comes with an accessory that's separate from her body, and it's a pretty cool accessory that's iconic to the character. I just wish that it had like the piece of the paradox prism. Like this looks like a peg that you could put something on. Like the paradox prism, you could have attached it there, and she totally could have pulled it off. So I guess the only thing left to do with Thorn here is to compare her to her proper universe counterpart. So let's get regular Amy Rose in on this. Remember, Amy was the only figure in the proper universe line that was made out of scale. She's too tall. They made her 4 inches solid instead of 4-inch scale. So she's actually the one who's the least dwarfed by her counterpart figure. Also, it's kind of hilarious seeing how happy and jovial this Amy is compared to the other one. But yeah, there's your comparison. So, yeah, I mean, I really do like the look of Thorn Rose. I seriously love the designs of all the Shadowverse characters. They look pretty great, and I would love to have all of them as figures. But yeah, like, I'm surprised that Thorn came out before Rusty. But like I said, she is sort of the main character of her particular Shadowverse. Just like Nine is the main character of his. So, yeah, this first wave is making a good first impression. Looking forward to what's coming out in the next. But there's still one more figure, which is actually low-key the one I was the most intrigued in. So if you're also most intrigued, then stay tuned for the next video in this little series. This is Wake Angel 2001 signing off.